Hi everyone, it's Roz here from Brumby Horse Life. Hope you enjoy the video. Well, it was a fairly miserable afternoon, very overcast skies. The horses were really hungry, and not that they hadn't had enough to eat. It was just that time of the day when, you know, the cold sets in and everybody feels a little bit grumpy. And Billy and Bella were both feeling a little bit grumpy, a little bit out of sorts with each other, but nothing major. Bill cannot handle Bella being in his space at dinner times. If you watch him, his pattern of behaviours is always to try and see her off at dinner time because he's very territorial over his spot and he does not like to share. Well, we're starting to get a bit of rain now. The paddocks are still really bare. If you look down the back paddock behind the horses, the sheep behind have just been shorn. It's really cold conditions, so I can't imagine it's going to be too pleasant for them over the next week with the near freezing conditions and the cold rain. But farmers have their routines, and obviously this is the time when their youngsters were being shorn and getting ready, I suppose, for the sale yards. The chickens were also wanting an early dinner, so I ended up feeding everybody early and putting them to bed early. When it's cold like that, nobody feels particularly happy about life and everyone just wants to eat, get their bellies warm and snuggle up to somewhere warm. I'd fed the horses their afternoon mash, but Bill was still hungry and was feeling quite desperate about me getting the hay out and was trying to give me a hand when I was trying to get the hay net and bring it out so that I could refill it. You know, it's these sorts of days where you try and get around with a whole heap of clothing on. It's not easy to manoeuvre in and out of fences, get around greedy fat horses either. So it was quite the job to do what I needed to do, but that's life. You know, you deal with your animals and your routines every day. It never really changes too much other than the weather. Well, Bill insisted on helping me untie the hay net. Rambo or Robin, I don't know which one it was marring in the background because they were worried they were going to miss out. It's just, you know, the cold does that to animals. They all feel like, they're going to miss out and they all get a little bit anxious, even though, as you can probably see, I have the fattest horses around and the fattest sheep. The horses are absolutely covered in mud. I've tried grooming it out, but it's really stuck on hard. Clay is really difficult to get out, so I'm going to have to, next time I go into town, go and find a brush of some kind to try and get some of that clay out of their coat. I don't know why though, because the next rain they'll go and roll again. must be so hard. Disgusting bird's done it again. Billy Bob Thornton. We have a war instead. Yes, we're going to have a war.